Chase Lee Hockey here, Blue Futon, and the last movie for the weekend is The Good House. Is this a really good house? Does it have the bones? Or is it more of like, this needs to be a remodel? Just crash it. Just demolish it to the ground. So The Good House, what's it about? It's a very simple premise, actually. You have Sigourney Weaver, who's a realtor in a small Boston-esque town in Massachusetts, and she's trying to get number one. She used to be number one realtor in this town, but now she is now number two. Her family kind of doesn't like her. Her husband, who was married for like 20 years, is now gay, and now she's trying to rekindle her love life with an old high school fling. But in the meantime, well, her alcoholic tendencies get in the way. So did I like The Good House? It was an okay film. I thought it had some good acting, some good story elements, but my goodness, some of the pacing, you felt it completely in this almost 2-hour movie, and it did not need to be a 2-hour movie. So with that, I'll give the positives of the movie first. I think Kline and Sigourney Weaver do a fantastic job. They're the ones holding this film together, as well as the landscape. I enjoyed the cinematography and just the production design. Even though it's not really production design, it's actually just the scouting of the locations. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's very rich-esque neighborhood, which I completely understand that. But my goodness, I think it's just very gorgeous. I bet you the winters, though, suck in that part of the world. And I do think there's a good story here about Sigourney Weaver being a quote-unquote witch, if I want to put that, because it was a whole Salem witch trials and everything like that about her great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandma from like a long-ass time ago. All right, lost my train of thought. The phone is now on silent. But yes, they could have done something good with the witchcraft of like her being able to read minds. And they bring it in there like 2 different times, and then finally at the third one, you could completely tell what it was, and it wasn't a shock surprise, if you want to put it that way. But putting it in there was kind of fun and cool, but I do wish they fleshed it out throughout the whole story. Instead, they're talking about more of like the town's drama, her alcoholism, the love life, and some of the stuff just dragged a little bit way too long. There's 3 people in the theaters, and I was the only one left after it. I think they left at the 55-minute mark because the movie in the first half and like the second half was going nowhere. It was just her walking around town, talking to people, going to parties, drinking, talking to the camera, talking to her dogs, and everything like that. So it's more of a talking movie, and it does have some good elements to it in the third act, but getting there does take some time. So that's all I'm going to say about this movie. It's going to be a very short movie, so before I give you my review, here's a word from my sponsor. Do you like movies? Do you like art? Do you like stuff made in the USA? Then I got a product for you. Movie Palette. It is absolutely gorgeous artwork. Look at this. Ooh, ah. It doesn't give you any justice. Let's give you a closer image. So Movie Palette, how does it work? These are created by a team of artists who carefully choose colors for our canvases paintings. First, the most common color of every scene in the movie is found. Colorful stripes are then put on a canvas in chronological order from left to right. The length of each strip represents the length of a scene in the movie. So, oh my gosh, how do you not like one of these? These are so cool, so hip, and everything is amazing. Even if they don't have a movie that is on their website, they will create one for you. Bonkers! Absolutely fantastic art. This is going to go behind me. You're going to see it in future videos for sure. So, do you want one? Do you want extra 15% off? Super easy. Use Chasing15 at the checkout. Chasing15, you get 15% off your entire order. Thank you, Movie Palette, for sponsoring this video and channel. So overall, The Good House, it's a fine little movie. It has some good acting, good, town-esque character. I think the town is a character in this movie, and that's completely fun. And I do think the end does shine with what they're trying to do, even though I wish they fleshed it out a little bit more. But the negatives, pacing, it's a little bit too long of a film, and I think it overstays its welcome. And they need to flesh out some more stuff. I mean, that character, her younger daughter, was super. Even both her daughters was kind of annoying. It's like, you kind of feel, now I'm talking about this in the overall, which is weird, because I kind of am on Sigourney Weaver's side, because they don't know her past. Like, it's fine that Sigourney Weaver never, like, told her past to her husband, to her 2 children, but man, her 2 children, her 2 children are judgmental. And that younger one, man, cut her off. I'm sorry. Cut her off. So the Good House will receive a 2.5 out of 5 with Futons, which goes at 50%. Middle of the road movie, it's middle of the road. So let's see what the critics' news scores gave this one. So you have critics a 70% with 60 of them. Audience score is 73% with fewer than 50. Here's critic consensus. The Good House creaks in spots, but with Kevin Kline and Sigourney Weaver's providing load-bearing performances, it's far from a fixer-upper. I might have to agree with that, but just me watching the film, I just wanted more. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know. I've never read the book, so it could have been very good at the source material, but just the ending was so abrupt. I'm like, what's going on? And then just getting there. Yeah, it was some cute and fun stuff, but I guess for a 30-year-old man, it's a middle-of-the-road movie. So yeah, 50, 70, 73. Chase out with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. It's Butontopia. You Butonians. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And even being a 50% movie, if you like this type of stuff, watch it. I watch it. I don't hate the movie. Will I rewatch it? I don't know if it's a rewatchable movie, personally.